Hi, I'm Renee, a psychologist. Welcome back to Thrive Thursday. On Monday, we explored the psychological reasons why saying no at work can feel so hard and why learning to say it is actually crucial for your mental health and sustainability. But today, we're getting really practical. You'll learn exactly how to say no clearly and confidently without guilt, over explaining, or burning bridges. So, we are doing some practical tools accompanied with actual scripts of things you can say. I'm giving you a heads up because you may want to grab a pen or make sure you watch this more than once so you can write some things down that resonate with you. The first tool is the no and what I can do formula. This is one of the most respected professional ways to decline a request while maintaining a solution-oriented tone. So the template is something like this. When you're asked to do something that you don't have the capacity for, you can say, I don't have the capacity to take this on right now, but I'd be happy to, and then name what you're willing to do instead. So maybe a smaller contribution, or suggest a timeline that you can't do it now but later, or suggest someone else that may be able to do it instead. So an example sounds like this. Thanks for thinking of me. I'm at capacity with current projects, but I'd be happy to review the final version before it goes out. This prevents you from doing more than you have the capacity to do, and it preserves your boundary and offers a collaborative tone. Tool number 2 is a values-aligned no. So ground your no in clarity, not just capacity. So the template is something like this. To stay focused, whatever on your priority is, I'm going to pass on this for now. So an example of how it could sound is, to stay on track with the grant proposal deadline, I'll need to decline joining this side committee. I want to give my project my full attention. This shows that you're being strategic, not dismissive. Tool 3 is how we can nicely decline an invitation by email. So when you need to decline something by email, keep it short, warm, and clear. So it sounds like this. Hi, so-and-so. Thanks so much for reaching out. I really appreciate the opportunity, or I really appreciate the invite, but at the moment I'm focusing on existing priorities and I don't have the capacity to give this the attention it deserves. Wishing you all the best with the project, Renee. No apologies, no guilt, just clarity and respect. Tool 4 is saying no to repeated askers. Sometimes people don't listen the first time, or they think they can really strongly strong arm you or encourage you to say yes when you want to say no. So some people don't take no the first time, and in those cases, boundaries need reinforcement without explanation. So a template might sound like this. As I shared earlier, I'm not available for that. Thanks for understanding. You don't owe a repeated justification. You don't need to apologize. Repetition is not the same as rudeness, it's reinforcement. And a bonus tool is, afterwards, we end up with maybe some feelings of guilt, or did I do the right thing, or fear. Even if it feels right, we can, even when it is right, we can feel those things. So after we set a boundary, it's an opportunity to regulate your nervous system after you've said no, because this is sometimes really hard, right? Until we get doing this over and over and get more practice with it, it doesn't always feel comfortable to say no and put up a boundary. But after you do so, with one of the tools you just learned, you can take 3 grounding breaths. You can remind yourself that protecting my energy actually helps me show up better in the long run. You can text a boundary buddy to run it by them and affirm your choice, be validated that you did the right thing in protecting your boundaries. And this helps your body learn that safety and truth can coexist. because sometimes in our childhoods we learn it's not safe to be truthful. Saying no and taking care of yourself with boundaries helps your body learn that I can stay safe and still speak my truth. So before saying yes to a new request, ask yourself, what will this cost me? Will it cost me time, energy, focus, or well-being? And if the cost is too high and the return is low, you saying no is an act of professional maturity. So here is a nice quote that I love, and it's anonymous. I don't know who wrote it, but it's genius. You don't have to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. I want to say that again. You don't have to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Saying no isn't a failure of teamwork. It's a commitment to sustainability. And when you protect your time, you protect your purpose. You got this. Stay tuned for next week, because we're going to do a little mini series on stuff that affects not only women, but their partners, whether the partners are women or men. We are going to look at perimenopause and menopause and how it affects our well-being and what women can do to support their mental health during this transition. So share this with your husbands, your boyfriends, your partners, your kids, anyone that you feel could benefit from understanding menopause or perimenopause if you're indeed going through that. Until next time, take good care. See you soon.